Breaking news, Tajikistan have now banned the hijab. It's a Muslim majority country and yet they have banned it. Recently there was a video that surfaced online about a Muslim sister being forced to take off the hijab because it went against the cultural wear of Tajikistan. And you would expect the Muslim majority countries to have edge when it comes to Muslims not being oppressed. Even in your own country, imagine growing up in a Muslim majority country thinking that it will go your way and they tell you no, you can't wear the hijab, and now you can't even have public Eid celebrations, declaring them foreign culture. So they obviously are trying to westernize Tajikistan. Maybe, they're trying to attract more Westerners there, but honestly, this is the time that you make hijrah. If you live within these countries and they're trying to westernize it, it's better just to make hijrah to the countries that are actually accepting Muslims. And it's a shame a Muslim majority country is doing this. May Allah aid the people that are being oppressed and serve justice to them overall and punish those who are the oppressors.
Wow, you see, that is what the West does. That's weird. Why would a Muslim majority country pass a law like that? There's something's fishy there, and this is why. Hold on, Phil. Sorry, bro. So this is why, right? We are passport bros. So this is what the West does. The West wants to, change all its country to be like the Western powers. Their culture, one culture, and as Western culture. That's weird. Why would they do that out of nowhere, brothers and Theo? This is what the West does.
The Soviet Union banned the hijab during the entire history of the Soviet Union.
But it's not a Muslim country, Theo, the Soviet Union.
No, that was a part of Russia, of the Soviet Union.
It ain't no more.
Well, it's not now. That's right. So the only thing they're doing is going back to what the Soviets did. That's all.
I don't believe that, Theo. I think it's just malicious.
Go look at the history. That has nothing to do with Western countries at all. Zero. They're aligning themselves back to what the Soviets were doing. And this is, again, you're seeing the same thing in Kazakhstan as well. The Russians do not like the hijab, and they want it removed. And the fact that this is going on there, I'm like, oh, okay, this is Russia again. Normal.
Okay, no, hold on there. So think about it, Phil, right? So this is happening now. What comes next? But Phil, let's keep it real. Let's keep it a stack, Phil, right? Feminism, Western ideas, turning men against women. Lies about men oppress women in how do you spell it? Tajikistan. Sorry about that, brothers. And that's what they do. So I wouldn't be surprised, right? In the next year, you may see feminism being pushed heavy there. You may see some weirdo things, right, that we see in the West happening in that particular country. Because again, something is fishy here, brothers, man. So I get Theo's point, right? How we used to be part of the Soviet Union and they did that. But we 2024 right now, bro. It's 2024, Theo. Soviet Union was over 30 years ago, brother.
The Soviets had already pushed their form of feminism in that area. So this country already had a long history of baby deletion and divorce, as well as no hijab. So if we were talking about Western feminism, no, they've already had the feminism from the Soviets. This has nothing to do with West at all. No. If anything, they're just going back to what they're used to. This has nothing to do with, even the baby deletion alone. Has nothing to do with Western influence. It was legal there long before it was legal in the United States or in Western Europe.
But Theo, calling it, right, foreign culture out of nowhere. So you're telling me, right, just out of nowhere, randomly calling it foreign culture, right? Me personally, in my opinion, Theo, something's fishy. I'm going to be definitely tracking this country in the next year or so to see if there's any sort of weirdo activity going on there, Theo. Any laws, any sort of, Western influences there. Women, how they act on social media, because Theo, that's how the poison spreads, Theo. That's how the poison spreads, Theo. I know you disagree, Theo, but for me, I'm cautious, bro. I'm cautious.
If anything, they're going to go against Islam there. That's what I would assume.
And that's a problem, Theo. That's a problem.
But it's not Western. This is Soviet. This is Russian. The Russians would go against Islam. This is what I would assume is going to go on. This is what I would sit back and look for that wave. This doesn't have anything to do with the West.
Okay. We'll see, Theo. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But, for me, I'm at a point where I'm, brother, Theo, right? I want brothers to protect themselves in any shape or form. I want brothers to know what they're dealing with, what's going on, because, Theo, I know how the Western powers that be are, brother. The propaganda, the brainwashing, the underhand deals, trying to promote democracy in certain countries by promoting certain ideals and using force in some cases. I know how it is, brother, in the West, brother. They're not our friends, and I'm just saying, Theo, we gotta be careful here, brothers, man. Something's up, but we shall see, bro. We shall see.